to my channel. Today's video is going to be a very different type of video for myself. Today is going to be, I'm going to give you guys a story time. So I wanted to come on here really quick and give you guys a story time. It is a story that I'm proud of, I'm not proud of. I was young, and you all know what the story is about to be about because you read the title, you clicked on the video. So yes, I fought my manager. So if you guys are interested in the story time, please stay tuned to the remainder of the video. But before you do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and put on your post notification bells so you all are notified every time I do an upload. And if this story time gets, let's see, 50 views, I'm gonna go ahead and drop another story time for you guys. I have some juicy stories that I would like to share with y'all. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So guys, as you all can tell from the title, yes, I fought my manager. But let me start off by saying I am a very sweet and innocent girl. When I grew up as a young girl, I was sweet, I was innocent, I was nice to mostly everybody that I met, but I was always stereotyped. Let's put it that way. I was always stereotyped. I feel like being pretty, because I consider myself as pretty. Back then I was pretty, now I'm beautiful. But I feel like being pretty or beautiful sometimes can be a curse, because females off the bat don't like you because you're cute. They figure, oh, she thinks she cute, she thinks she all that. And that's besides the case. You get what I'm saying? Don't hate on someone because of their appearance. Learn to, or get to know a person within before you judge them on the outside. Because just because you cute don't mean that you're ugly on the inside. And I feel like because you are cute, your inside, your personality within should match your outside appearance. That's just my opinion. But anyway, as a teenager, my very first job that I actually got paid for was McDonald's. Everybody probably started off with the McDonald's job, but I'm gonna tell you guys how I actually started working for McDonald's. So when me and my twin sister turned 16 years old, there was a McDonald's by our house. We used to live in the city, Chicago to be exact. And my mom actually said, you know what, you guys need a job. I'm just summarizing it for you guys. She was like, you guys need a job. We always wanted to work. We were in school, we wanted to make our own money, and you know how that goes. We wanted to help out at home, and my mom was like, you know what, I'm gonna take you guys into McDonald's, and I'm gonna ask them for an application so you all can get a job. So that's exactly what she did. She literally took me and my sister up there, talked with the manager. The manager allowed us to fill out the application. I guess she was just mesmerized that we were twins and she literally kind of like hired us on the spot, like no joke. But our work ethics proved why we were there. It was not like we just got in and we were lazy. Me and my sister worked very hard. We worked full-time and we went to school full-time, and we tried to work the same shift because we were in school and we were sharing a car. But that was besides the point. We got hired, okay? And I worked there for a few years, me and my sister, a few years. And we had a few managers throughout the building, but majority, all the managers were females. And we had one male manager. I think he was a manager at the time. You know what? I'm lying. He was not a male manager, but he was dating, or he had children by a female manager that worked at my job. And he liked me. I was young. I might have been like 18 at the time. I started when I was 16, but I might have been like 17, 18. He liked me. They were not together. I didn't know what their story was, but he liked me. I wasn't feeling him like that because he was, you know, a little bit on the heavy set side. Nothing against heavy set guys, because I'm not slim my own self. But that's not one of the reasons why I wasn't attracted to him. But he was a little older than me, put it that way. And I just wasn't feeling him like that. But long story short, he liked me, and I guess his baby mother at the time, which was one of my managers, she found out he liked me. So she would literally come to work every day with an attitude, you know, just threw little sad eyes at me, making smart remarks, making me do stuff that I didn't want to do, you know, just kind of in a way like I felt like picking on me. And, you know, I would go out with my friends after work and stuff like that. So one time I went to an event. He ended up being there. We was talking. I guess word got back. Not talking like that, but like talking, communicating, because we knew each other. I guess word got back to the job or whatever. And that even put the icing on the cake. But me and her were literally like give each other side eyes. Like, she would walk past me and brush me, and that man, I'm like 17, 18 at the time. She's a grown adult. She had to be in her mid-20s, almost 30. I don't even know how older than me she is, but she was old enough to know better and old enough not to be doing some of the childish things she was doing. And somehow she got a hold of my phone number. She would call my phone, threaten me, just, you know, all that high school petty stuff that I should have been into, but I wasn't. And here it is, a grown adult that was into that stuff, you know. So at the end of the day, I felt like we're at work, keep it professional. Don't bring the things outside of this job to the job. If you don't like me, you don't like me. If I don't like you, I don't like you. But at the end of the day, you're an adult, and technically I was a child, so you should have been an adult about the situation. If you felt some type of way, you should have came to me and talked to me. But instead, you wanted to be childish and petty about the whole situation. So long story short, we're gonna jump right into the fight. So one day I was at work, and I was working the drive-thru, okay, y'all? Working the drive-thru. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because this was so long ago. It was so long ago. And long story short, she came. I had my headset on. I'm taking orders, minding my own business. She literally came back to the drive-thru section, because, you know, when you're in drive-thru, you have one section where somebody can take the order, collect the money, then the other section, the other window where somebody, you know, where they pick up or give out the food. So I'm at the part where you take the orders and you collect the money. Now, I don't even know what brought it to this point, but it got there, okay? So literally, I'm back there taking orders, y'all, okay? Taking orders, minding my own business. And she came back there and said, I don't even know what it was. She said something to me. And I had been holding my peace for so long. I had just been biting my tongue. And I'm just like, man, this grown lady just want to pick with me. And she would do stuff purposely. So she came back there and said, got in my face, y'all. Like, got in my face, talking to me, and like spit flying out her mouth. So that just really pushed me over the top. So I'm like, wait a minute, I'm at work. You got a grown manager coming up to me, talking smack to me while I'm at work doing my job. And she being like real childish and petty. So like all the stuff she had did to me and said to me, it just all boiled up to this one point. And I feel like when you this close to my face, you invade my privacy. You too close to me, put it that way. And that's grounds for me to knock you out. And I wasn't a fighter. That's my whole thing. I was not a fighter. And that's probably why she did what she did. And let me just slap this in there. Nothing against heavyset people, but this girl was at least 3 times bigger than me. I kid you not, y'all. She was at least 3 times bigger than me. Okay, so she felt like if she was bigger than me too, that if we were to get in an altercation, she'll beat my behind. How the saying go? The bigger you are, the harder you fall. And believe me, on that day, that saying was so true. So like I said, she came back there. I don't know what she said to me, peed me off, but she got in my face, and that just pushed it. I literally took off my headset. Me and her first, we was arguing. And I'm like, why am I arguing with this lady? She came back here messing with me. I'm on my job. She the manager. She supposed to lead by example. And I'm just like, you know what? I had it. So I reached back and I just said, bow, right in the face. We got to fighting, y'all. Like, tussling, fighting in the drive-thru. I'm talking about, I'm giving it to her. I'm not, no joke, y'all know. I'm not lying. Like, I was giving it to her. Like, all that anger, all that animosity, all that I was holding inside, I let it loose on her that day. All you know is everybody, all the crew came back there trying to break us up. I'm talking about, I'm beating the brakes off of her, okay? And everybody came back there rushing. My twin sister, I don't even know if she worked that day. She might have worked, I can't even remember, but we going at it, y'all. And I'm like, I knocked her on the ground. I'm on top of her. I'm beating her, punching her in the face, the whole works. Like, I had a good 60-second fight with her, okay, y'all? You know, when people kind of come back there and break it up. But, like, she had made me so mad, I just wouldn't stop hitting her. So, like, they broke it up, pulled me off of her, and they locked me in the manager's office, okay? So, in the meantime, I'm in the manager's office. You know, you all know those steel doors that have a big old window in the middle that's clear that you could see through. Literally, they locked me in there, and I'm steady hollering in the window, mad. Like, she grown. She shouldn't have came back here messing with me. She too old for this. She been starved. Like, I just went in. I'm steady hollering through the window. She mad. And then I just started laughing like, but I whooped your butt, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mad. You mad. And she was madder than me because I beat her butt. Like, I really put the brakes on her, y'all. Like, I wouldn't even lie about that. So, we hollering back and forth through the window. Long story short, they eventually had to they made her go in her car, sit down, take a break. They let me out the window, let me out, and they told me to go home. I went home. I'm like, dang, I know I'm fat. I know I'm fat. It ain't even my fault, but I know I'm fired. So I let it cool down. My sister was still working, and come to find out I was suspended. They didn't fire me, they suspended me because she was a manager, and she started it. She came back there where I was at. So they suspended me, okay? So my sister, like, the whole time I was suspended, they had the fight on tape because they had cameras inside of McDonald's. So they had the fight on tape. They would literally sit in the office and watch the fight. Everybody at the job talking like, dang, you whooped her butt. She bigger than you. She came back there messing with you, and you whooped her butt. Like, everybody kept saying it. So long story short, I was suspended. I thought I was fired. I wasn't. But what they made me do, they let her keep her job and they let me keep my job. But I was suspended. So they told me I had to transfer. Okay? So I had to transfer to an entirely different McDonald's. Now, this McDonald's was like maybe like 20-30 extra minutes away from where this one was at. So in order for me to keep my job at the time, that's what I had to do. So I had to go to this ghetto neighborhood to work, and I literally worked there for probably like 6 more months before I actually got a job at Burlington Coat Factory. Long story short, this girl stayed working there, okay? After the fact that I was fighting, me and her had to fight, she stayed working there, and she was like literally embarrassed every day she came to work because everybody kept looking at her, laughing, bringing up the fight. Like, I was not a fighter, I was a lover. I was a lover, not a fighter. But on that day, I was loving the fighting, okay? Because she was bothering me, she was messing with me. So the moral of the story is always communicate. Try to resolve your issues with a person without fighting. Fighting does not solve the situation. It actually makes it worse. And I felt like her being an adult, she should have communicated with me better than she did. And I didn't have to hit her first, but I did. Because like I said, she came in my face, bothering me. There's only so much a person can allow. You know what I'm saying? So all the stuff she did to me just bottled up, and I released it out on her on that day. But am I sorry? I don't think so. Would I do it again? I think so. But if you are a young girl or anyone out there, fighting is not the answer. I could have been fired. I could have been, you know, moneyless. So God had mercy on me on that situation because I was transferred. I was still able to make my money. And 6 months down the line, I got a bigger and a better job. Bigger and better, making more money. So everything happens for a reason. Put it that way. Everything happens for a reason. So with that being said, guys, fighting is never the answer. Always try to communicate. Don't stereotype someone based off their looks. Talk to people. Talk to people. Communicate. That's what God gave you a mouth for. Communicate. So anyway, if you all enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. Please share. Please comment. Please subscribe. And put on your post notification bells so you all are notified every time I do an upload. And yeah, if you all like this story time, hit that like button so I know, and I'll upload another story time for you guys. I got some juicy stories. I'm telling y'all, I got some juicy stories. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.